everybody. Those were some very impressive speeches, and I'm surprised that you've passed my expectations. I was very impressed in all of your speeches. But now I'll introduce myself, but I don't think I'll compare to you guys. So my name is Matt Cunningham, and I'm a computer engineering major, and I tutor at the library down in the main building. And the things that I'll be telling about myself are that I built a computer with my dad in December, and I'll talk about the difficulties with that, and why I built the computer for my degree, and also that I'll be transferring to Drexel for computer engineering. So, this is the first picture. I took a picture of the build that we did, and these are all the components that we have. So we have the monitor, the RAM, we have the monitor, the RAM, the video card, the motherboard, and the power supply. And the motherboard is what connects all the parts together for the computer to function. And the motherboard has its own operating system, so you know how computers usually have Windows 7. Well, the motherboard has its own operating system that you go on and configure the entire computer with. So as we were building it, the difficulties that we ran into were, the difficulties that we were running into were not completely plugging in plugs. They were a little out. And this is the tower. This is the motherboard. So what I mean by like not completely plugging in plugs, see here, for example, this. Sometimes it wasn't inserted completely, so we called it a night when we were building it, and we're like, all right, we'll take a break. And when we came back, it was just simple, plug it in, and the computer worked. We were good. So I'll show you the rest of that, and I'll continue talking about why I built the computer and my dad. So this is the CPU entering it. We put that CPU right there in that latch. We open that latch up, open it, and insert the CPU. And what the CPU does, it does all the computations that the computer is able to do. That multiplication, subtraction, addition, and did I miss one? No. Okay. So we put the CPU in, and then it heats up really fast because it's doing millions of calculations in a second. So you need to cool it down using thermal paste. The heat from the CPU goes through the thermal paste into a metal conductor. It'll pull the heat from it, and then you send the fan air through, and it'll cool down the CPU. And this is the final build. This is all the pieces together. And it didn't work at first. We were like, oh no, we're missing something. But it ended up being something around here that wasn't completely plugged in perfectly. So that was good. Here's it working, booting up the motherboard. That's the computer. Now, I built it so I can program, and also for entertainment, for good high-quality games with, ultra graphics. If anyone plays Skyrim, for example, or Fallout 3. And it's also good for programming in Java and C++. I'm a tutor for Java. And what programming is, it's a language that you write it in English, and the computer takes that language and converts it to binary. And what binary is, it's a code for only computers that can read it. Only computers can read it, and it's just 100100. And the thing about computers, it's actually easier to build one than it is with Legos. Like, if you know how to build Legos, then you'll know how to build a computer. Computer is a lot easier. It's just a little bit more expensive. So I'm transferring to Drexel in the fall semester, and I'm working on my prerequisites, mathematics, computers, and so on. And I'm trying to have a good background for that. But I think we should all have a little bit of knowledge of computers and programming languages, because it's a very rewarding experience. It involves logical in terms of it's using numbers, and it's also creative because there's multiple ways to solve a problem in a computer science problem, and you can apply it across the board from medicine to engineering to social sciences to social communication with our cell phones and such. So I believe that everybody should take part in our computer age, and it'll be very rewarding.